Well, welcome to the Q&A. I'm going to try and not do my usual eloquent engineering stuff and do more of my usual Irish, goofy, not really that smart self. I fooled you all into thinking I'm smart. I'm not. Well, fooled some of you. Some of you think I'm an idiot. A lot of you think I'm an idiot. So, first question, will you do more videos about World War II and historical tanks or military weapons? Yes. Yes, I will, but less on this channel. I'm still going to be covering the engineering side and like really in-depth engineering side of stuff on this channel with animations and everything else. But today I'm announcing the biggest YouTube collaboration in history. At least I think it's the biggest YouTube words are difficult. At least I think this is the biggest YouTube collaboration in history. And I'm teaming up with Indy Nidell and Spartacus, who you may know from the Great War channel, where they cover World War I from start to finish in live time with weekly videos covering week by week of World War I. Incredible project, commitment and everything is incredible. The quality of videos, you should just go check that out now if you want to see what we're going to be doing. But we're going to be doing it with World War II, and I'm going to be helping out with the engineering side of things, the technology, maybe some animations, but I think it's going to be differentiated from this channel a little bit with more focus on just the technology of World War II and not trying to do this larger overarching story of what I do on this channel. I always try to spin these stories and just trick you into learning science through it. That isn't going to be my focus on this channel. But I'm teaming up with In Range TV, who does incredible videos of guns, and he's going to be focusing on the small arms component of this channel. Indy and Spartacus are going to be focusing on the weekly videos, I believe. This is still to be decided. There's so much to figure out. I don't know where I fit into this equation. I'm incredibly nervous to live up to the incredible work these guys do. I'm having a little bit of a crisis at the moment, trying to figure out how to do this justice. It's such a huge project, but I'm so happy to be included. I'm going to cut to Indy right now to tell you more about the project and the Kickstarter we're running. Please support it. We really need funding to get this off the ground. It's going to be an incredible project. No one has ever covered World War II from start to finish like this before. It's going to be amazing. Back to the Q&A later. Here's Indy.
Hi everyone. So it's been a very active past few days. We've now decided to really get World War II off the ground. Thing is, since it's such a big war, we have to do it on a larger scale than the Great War. So we want to do the first ever large-scale YouTube channel collaboration, right? 7 or 8 or even more popular and good channels that we respect contributing videos each week or each month according to their area of specialization. For example, the Great War crew could maybe do the regular weekly episodes with separate ones for Pacific and European theaters, and I would host them, right? Sort of how the Great War stuff is constructed now. Time Ghost could produce weekly biographies and specials, and other channels could cover things like tactics, weapons, social issues, and so forth. Now, we've reached out over the past 2 days to a dozen channels that we know would be great partners, and so far, Real Engineering and In Range are on board, and we have more talks next week. We've asked Mediacraft if they're interested in working along these lines, and we hope to hear back from them very soon. To say the least, this will be huge, and it will involve the best channels out there, and heck, I think that such a collaboration would actually be front page news pretty much worldwide. We even have a tentative idea of making a TV episodic version of the show. So anyhow, big ideas, big plans, and lots of fun. This would mean that we now direct our battle plans to support this effort with Symbol, Eureka, and Magneto to support this specific effort. As always, ABC1, getting the Kickstarter campaign above 25,000, is essential to keep the project going. We will get shout-outs from the channels that get involved over the next week or so. So your help to push the videos as they appear is always appreciated. And last, but by no means least, many thanks to Fixer, who is helping us set this up and has been instrumental in reaching out to the channels that we'd like to be involved. So spread the word. Let's make World War II history.
Thanks, Indy. So if you're excited about it, please consider supporting the Kickstarter. We really need to reach our goal. If we don't, this can't happen. We need funding to make this happen. It's a big, ambitious project. For now, back to the Q&A. It's long, it's weird, I ramble a lot, I'm sorry. There's a lot of questions here, and I'm not going to take it incredibly seriously. I have no idea what I'm doing with this, by the way. I assume this video is going to be full of jump cuts, and I'm just doing one take on this and cutting out all the bits where I've fecked up, which is going to be a lot. But on with the show. Okay, so next question from Derpo Nation. What engineering experience did you have before doing this? This is a question I get a lot. Obviously, because I'm doing videos about engineering, people want to know what experience I have and authority to talk about this stuff. So I started off with my undergraduate degree in biomedical engineering from NUI Galway, which I'll show some lovely drone footage of right now. I'm going to get that tomorrow. And I have a degree in biomedical engineering, which is the study and design of biomedical devices. So hip implants, knee implants, implants for your heart, biomechanics, all that sort of stuff. Fascinating subject. I can't believe I haven't done any videos on it yet. I did send a stent to Destin from Smarter Every Day, and we will be doing a video on that at some point in the future, but it's just finding the time that works for both of us. I'm hoping that comes out soon. Well, it won't be soon. It'll probably be months. I don't know, but I'm really looking forward to that. But it's a really cool subject. You should check it out. After that, I graduated into the recession in Ireland, which was not fun. And I was working on a factory line for 6 months after. Well, there was about 3 months of morbid anxiety and depression before that, of not knowing what the hell was going on in my life. And then I went working on the factory line. And that was 12-hour shifts of just weighing the stents, spraying them with the drug, and then weighing them again to see how much drug was on it. And it was a difficult job, but I'm really thankful for that experience, because that's when I started thinking about real engineering, and it was like 5 years later that I set this up. Then I went down to the University of Limerick to study a Master's in Aeronautical Engineering. It was only a one-year Master's. I just wanted the paper and get out of there to get into a proper job. I didn't want to do a long Master's or PhD. I was done with college at that stage. I just wanted to work. And once your friends aren't in college anymore, it isn't fun. I didn't want to do that. But it was a really cool course. UL has fantastic facilities. They've like an actual airplane fuselage in their lab. I loved it. It was cool, but I was glad to get out of there. Before I actually finished, I got offered a job in Malaysia, which I'm still not sure what was going through my head when I accepted the job in Malaysia. I was specializing in carbon fiber composite materials for aviation, and I got brought over to be the R&D engineer for Ogland Systems, which is a Norwegian company that specializes in cable management for offshore oil rigs and wind farms and all that sort of stuff. And I was brought in to develop the new composite structures for them. I did that for 3 years, rose up pretty quickly through the company, and was made the R&D team leader and product manager and all that. But ultimately, I just really didn't like the job. And you can't be doing shit you don't like. Life is too short. So I was still thinking about this real engineering stuff, and I decided, feck it, life is too short, I'm out. My boss was not happy about it, obviously, but I was learning animation for that entire year. I knew I wanted to do this at some point, so I was learning the craft and learning what I needed to do, and I'd been saving up for 3 years because I knew eventually I was going to be self-employed. I don't work well under people. I'm a stubborn little man. I don't listen to what people say, and yeah, I'm not a good employee. I work better alone. So then I quit the job, 0 subscribers, started this, and here we are. I'm talking to a camera, and I feel like a bit of a goose. Leading from the previous question where I ranted for way too long. How long are we recording now? 14 minutes. This shit is going to get cut down very badly. What is the thing that inspired you to do something with engineering as a kid? As a kid, I had no interest in engineering because I didn't know what it was, to be honest, and I thought I was a bit of an idiot because I was told I was an idiot by many teachers. I wasn't good at math. I wasn't good at anything other than drawing. I don't know why this was. I struggled with language. I had a lisp until I was like 12 years old. My name used to be Brian McManus. Thankfully that went away. But yeah, I just struggled in school in general up until I discovered science, and then I just discovered like biology first, and I was like, oh my god, I'm not a complete idiot. I'm getting like 100% in every single test in this. And then physics and chemistry came later, and I just fell in love with all that sort of stuff. But I was always obsessed with like birds growing up. Like I was always out in the garden here just staring at flocks of birds, just in awe of what they were doing. I don't know why. I was bird watching, I was drawing the birds, all that sort of shit. But then I remember, I think it was 2004, I may be able to find footage of this online somewhere, but I saw the Harrier jump jet in Galway Bay for the Galway Air Show, and it just blew my mind. It was just hovering there above the water, barely moving, and then it just changes its jets, changes the vector, and off it goes. I was like, that is mind-blowing. I was like, okay, birds, get out of here, no one cares. Harriers are the shit. And I still, to this day, I remember that moment of just being like, oh, this is what I want to do. But I didn't know you could actually study that stuff in Ireland. As a kid in Ireland, I didn't think that sort of stuff was an option for me, but I later found out it was. Niall Hickey and Izun ask, can you talk about what it's like to live in Ireland, and where in Ireland are you from? I'm from Ireland, obviously, if you haven't figured out from me accent. I sound a little bit more Irish in person than the toned down accent I use for the narrations, because I gotta be a little bit understandable, a little bit, and most of the Irish accent is just mumbling, to be honest. But where in Ireland are you from? I'm from Galway. I'm going to show some gorgeous drone footage right now of beautiful Galway. It's nice. It's a nice place, lovely people, crack is 100. Can you talk about what it's like to live in Ireland? It's alright. It's a bit cold. Subham Dorad asks, do you make all your videos completely by yourself, and how much time does it take? No, I don't make them all by myself. I used to make them all by myself, and sometimes I do still make them all by myself, but I have a lot of help from Mike from Mobox Graphics, who's an engineer, mechanical engineer from California. Actually, he's originally from Las Vegas, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mike. But he's an engineer, he's a better animator than I am. He is basically the other half of Real Engineering right now. Unfortunately, I can't afford to employ him full time, so hopefully that's something that changes in the future, but he's a boss. I also work with Sebas from Into the Ordinary, and he worked on the Why the Netherlands Isn't Underwater video, which you may have seen, the kind of slight change in style. I want to give people a bit of creative freedom when they're working with me. I work with the script still, obviously it has to be my voice that goes into the script, but he did a great job researching that. He picked the subject because he's from the Netherlands. He did a lot of the research on it, and I just edited the script into my own voice, and he did all the production on that. So shout out to Sebas, he's doing a really good job, and he has another video coming out very soon on the London Underground, which again, similar deal. He did a lot of the research and animation, and I just kind of edited and produced the script. Daniel Blanco asks, when are you going to make a face reveal? Right now. Redmond O'Hanlon asks, what is your favourite piece of engineering in Ireland? Oh, probably the Living Bridge in UL in Limerick, in my former university. It is incredible. It's a bridge that's been designed to look like a DNA strand, a helical DNA strand. Beautiful. I think it was a Rupp that designed it. Really, really cool piece of engineering, just merging art and science into a bridge. It's gorgeous. Nikki Frozen asks, what's the reason for creating this channel? I actually come to see your videos as they are very simple to understand. To be frank, this is my favorite channel. Aw, thanks buddy. Why did I start this channel? Because I was pissed off with the way engineering was being shown in media. Like, we had really crappy Facebook pages. I'm not going to name them because they don't deserve to be named, but just like engineering was always like just pictures of bridges, and it's like, this is engineering, or cool whatever. It never explained what it was, and that's why the name Real Engineering came about, which I kind of regret. Don't particularly like the name now, but I'm stuck with it. But yeah, I just wanted to show what engineering really was and what it does for the world and how it impacts our lives and how it improves our lives. And that's my mission. If you watch my very first video on this channel, it's just that message. Like, engineers are underappreciated and the stuff they create is really cool and we should learn more about it. So that's why this channel was created, to learn more about engineering and how it affects our lives. I'm gonna leave it there. This is already way too long. I wanted to ask more questions, but the camera's running out of battery. I had to stop recording there to check on it. It's really cold, and for some reason cold affects batteries. That's an idea for a video. Why does that happen? But that's it. Thanks for listening. Please support the Kickstarter. It would mean the world to me and everyone else involved with the project, and you're gonna get some really cool content out of it. That's it. Sorry about whatever this is. Like, who are these YouTubers with their face? No one cares. Do you care? I don't.